is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin with an update tonight on the woman who was struggling with rain pouring into her home from a hole in her roof.
It was certainly a mess. Valley News Team's Rose Itkovich joins us in the studio with the latest on the nightmare.
Mike and Andrea, when I spoke with Renee Mund yesterday, it was hard to talk over the sound of water pouring in from her roof. This is what it was like yesterday with the rain. Now things are drying up, but take a look at how much more the ceiling has fallen in since we last reported on this just yesterday. Mund told me someone from her insurance company came out 4 days after she first reported the damage, around July 3rd, but she was still waiting for action. I called the insurance company myself and told them about the conditions I witnessed. The company, American Modern Insurance Group, said they weren't aware her conditions progressed to that point. And now, just 1 day later, Mund tells me the company is taking care of more than just her home, also reimbursing her for any additional expenses throughout the ordeal, even time she missed from work.
First of all, I want to thank, KVLY, Channel 11 for everything they've done, how they've covered it, and because it really has helped. Yeah, you're the ones that set them off, and they got everything together, and they're going to be sending me a check tomorrow.
Now, one other thing to mention is Mund says when the insurance company first visited her, the conditions weren't as bad. But with the rain, things continued getting worse. And that's when she says she's tried to contact the insurance agency over and over again. And she couldn't get a hold of them until luckily we were able to reach them. And now she's getting her check in the mail. Mike, Andrea.
We reached out to the insurance company to confirm all of this, and while we're told that they can't discuss the details of Mund's policy, they say they are settling the claim according to Mund's insurance coverage.
Mund says the check is being FedExed to her tomorrow, and of course we'll keep you updated to make sure that she gets it. If you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, call our whistleblower hotline and we'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Call 237-6576 and leave your tip. Our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
The rain has moved on but left the wind behind. It continues to be a very blustery Wednesday throughout the valley. That hasn't stopped our coverage, though, as far as weather goes. Let's go to Justin Fanfarelli for the very latest. Justin?
And thank you, Mike and Andrea. Good evening, everybody. Yes, temperatures, even with the strong northerly wind, did get into the upper 70s today, especially from the Red River points off to the west. Some lower 70s into Lakes Country, where they kept the clouds and the showers a little longer. Here's where the wind is the strongest. The Southern Valley into Lakes Country, seeing sustained winds around 20 to 25 miles per hour. Gusts 35 to 40, though. But looking off to the west into Devil's Lake, Jamestown, winds starting to diminish, only around 12 miles per hour. That trend will continue over the next few hours. Mainly clear skies across most of the region, and just a few clouds are still around into Lakes Country. So as we go through the evening, it'll be clear and dry overnight with temperatures falling back into the mid-50s. We have a nice warm-up in store through the weekend, and we stay active. We'll have the details on that later in the newscast. Now, let's check in with Hutch at the Cashwise Backyard Barbecue.
Justin Fanfarelli, you're doing a marathon today. I appreciate you coming in today and helping me this evening after working all morning so I can get out to yet another Cashwise Backyard Barbecue. Myra Flever, you are the winner this week. Where did you sign up to win?
Cashwise, South Fargo.
Okay, and big crowd here. Who did you invite today?
Neighbors, friends, family.
Very good, and I'll ask the neighbors, friends, and family, was everything tasty?
Yes.
All right, yeah, that's pretty unanimous. Now, Cashwise did a wonderful job, but Myra here, you're very creative. You've put together a couple of your own contraptions here. Now, this bowl is made of bread, right? And what's in there?
Ranch dressing and different kinds of veggies, and then you can dip your veggies with ranch and then eat the bread bowl.
That's an awesome deal. I tried one of those. Now, what are these sitting here with the green things wrapped on them?
Hot dogs stuffed with cheddar cheese and wrapped in jalapenos.
That is awesome. Now, Mike Morgan, I got to tell you, you can, I hear you can replace the hot dogs with lutefisk for your very own Norsk recipe. Put it on the grill and see what happens. We'll toss it back to the studio for now.
We'll think about it. Thank you very much.
Water flooded many neighborhood streets in Tuesday's storm just as people in the valley were headed home for the night. And the aftermath has a lot of drivers calling in experts for help. Matt's Automotive says they had over 50 calls for service today, all stemming from navigating through those high waters. They say water damage can end up costing you anywhere from $100 to thousands, saying in some cases it might be cheaper just to get a new car.
Water has a lot of pressure, and especially if you're driving through it pretty quickly, it can actually drive up underneath your engine bay or things underneath the vehicle with quite a bit of force, and it can actually bend metal in some cases.
DeVries also says if you must go through a flooded road, to keep your speed around 5 to 10 miles an hour, adding you should stay in the very middle of the road if possible.
Some people tried to enjoy our recent wet weather, and while making the most of a rainy day is a gift, health experts don't recommend playing in the floodwater. Among their health concerns, they say debris can get flushed into the road, leading to scrapes and cuts.
There's also danger of runoff from fertilizers and waste from homes. Think about dog poop that's in your yard or even bacteria.
Some of that bacteria includes E. coli, salmonella, and tetanus. There's also a chance that you could come in contact with raw sewage. If your kids did play in floodwaters, you should keep an eye out for symptoms like fever, chills, vomiting, or diarrhea. And if that happens, see a doctor. A prayer service is being held in Wahpeton for a 21-year-old killed in a hit and run. Authorities say it's been more than 5 days since he was killed while walking on the side of the road, and no one has come forward to claim responsibility.
Valley News Team's Joshua Pagero joins us live from Wahpeton in front of St. John's Catholic Church, where family and friends have gathered to pay their respects. Joshua?
Mike and Andrew, from what I can tell you, the parking lot behind me is packed with those who knew Tyler Wohlers, and what they're saying is that they can't get any closure until a suspected driver comes forward and an arrest has been made. On your screen, you see a picture of the vehicle Minnesota State Patrol believe hit Tyler Saturday night. Witnesses say it was a car similar to a Chevrolet Cavalier, and they say it was either white or silver and should have some damage to its front end. Those who knew him are gathered inside the Catholic Church. From 5 to 7, there's a visitation before a prayer service gets underway soon after. Friends say Tyler was a team player who loved hockey. They've said it's been hard to mourn when his killer is still on the loose. We spoke with Minnesota State Patrol, who say people need to speak up with any clues.
And a lot of these types of crashes, too, it's really contingent upon just getting that break, that lead, a tip that might come in and help us out. So we're still, looking for that information.
Now, tomorrow at 11 in the morning, people will gather at the church behind me for his burial. For his burial. I'm going to send it right back to you in the studio, reporting live in Wahpeton. Joshua Pagero, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you, Joshua. On Valley News Live 10 at 10, you'll hear from his hockey coach and why it's hard for the family to grieve without an arrest.
The search continues for 55-year-old Fernando Balboa. He's been missing since Saturday, and now police in Grand Forks are asking Grand Forks homeowners to check their property and pay extra attention to garages, sheds, gazebos, RVs, and parked vehicles. It's possible that Balboa may have sought shelter somewhere to get out of the rain. He is required to take medication every 4 hours, and not taking that medication could cause a serious medical condition. Balboa was last seen wearing blue jeans, a white T-shirt, and a blue and white short-sleeved shirt. Anyone with information is asked to contact police. The phone number's on your screen, 701-780-8000.
One man is in the hospital and 2 others are in jail after a stabbing in Glendon. It happened in the middle of the night around 1 a.m. at Prairie View Estates Mobile Home Park. Police say 39-year-old Rene Alvarado is now accused of stabbing a man and slashing him multiple times with a fillet knife. Alvarado was arrested on charges of first-degree assault. Officials also say the son-in-law of the victim, 29-year-old John Balboa, was arrested for punching and kicking Alvarado as he was being detained by police. Both men are being held in the Clay County Jail. The victim had surgery and is expected to recover.
Moorhead police are asking for your help in finding this man, 35-year-old Kyle Duvall. He has multiple open warrants for felony theft. If you have any information about him, call 701-451-7660. Police in Bemidji are asking for your help identifying this person of interest in an ongoing investigation. If you have any information, call them at 218-556-2226 and reference photo number 399.
A Cayuga man who was arrested for child pornography is out of jail after posting $5,000 bond. 38-year-old Daryl Fairson is facing charges of having child porn and promoting a sexual performance by a minor. Authorities in Sargent County say they searched Fairson's home in June as part of an ongoing investigation by the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, trouble on the beach for a Minnesota woman who says it's okay to go topless.
And temperatures into the upper 70s for highs today, about 5 degrees below normal, and a few showers have registered into the Fargo area. We'll tell you where temperatures go from here coming up next.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.